Hello friends, welcome to GPU powered speech AI voice cloning block tutorials. In part 1 and 2, we went from speech to text. We took the audio and turned it into the words. Now we are going to the other direction, text to speech. So you give it a words, it will give you a voice, and not a robotic 1990s GPS voice. We are talking about a natural human sounding speech.
First Lord Ram says, "Kind words plant seeds of joy everywhere. Loving speech is the only mantra to melt hearts. You must abandon cruelty in speech. For the tongue, though small, can spark fires or bring rain."
जैसा हमारा मन होता है वैसे ही हमें भगवान दिखाई देते हैं। हम जैसा सोचते हैं भगवान हमें वैसे ही नजर आते हैं। अगर आपके मन में प्रेम है तो भगवान आपको प्यारे लगेंगे। अगर मन में डर है तो भगवान डरावने लगेंगे। सब कुछ हमारी अपनी सोच पर है।
So in today's video, in this part, we are going to cover two different approaches for text to speech. First, Supertonic, a lightweight, fast TTS engine that sounds great for English. And in the part B, we are going to move it to XTTS version 2 for multilingual speech and voice cloning. So let's get started and let me show you how easy this is with the Supertonic TTS. So why Supertonic? A few reasons. First of all, because it runs locally on your GPU or CPU machine. No cloud API, no per minute charges, and no sending your text to someone else's server. Something which stays on your machine. Second reason is it sounds good, really good. The voice have natural rhythm, proper pauses, and don't have the weird uncanny valley feel that a lot of TTS engines have. And third, it's very simple, it's intuitive, like surprisingly very simple. We are talking about 5 lines of code to generate speech. So let's dive in. First of all, we'll need to install two different packages, Supertonic for the TTS engine and Soundfile for handling audio output. So in your terminal window or inside your Jupyter cell, just type pip install Supertonic Soundfile. Using this one command, you are going to install two different packages. Supertonic will auto download the model files for the first time when you run it. So expect a little small wait when you are running it the first time, and then it's going to be instant after that. Now let's write the code. I'll walk you through each line so that you can understand exactly what's happening. So inside your Jupyter cell, import sound file as SF. From Supertonic, import TTS. So line 1 and 2, we import sound file and alias it as SF for saving audio files. And we import the TTS class from the Supertonic package. That's why from Supertonic, import TTS. Now these are the only two imports what we will need. Now let's initialize TTS. So TTS underscore en equals to TTS and say auto download equals to true. What this step means, this initializes the Supertonic TTS engine. The auto download parameter set to true. What it means is that it will automatically download the model weights the first time when you run it. After the first download, everything will be loaded from your local cache. Now in the next line, type style equals to TTS underscore n dot get voice style and pass the parameter voice name equals to M4. Now this selects a voice. Supertonic comes with multiple built-in voices. M stands for male and F for female. M4 is a natural sounding male voice. You can experiment with M1 through M5 or F1 through F5 to find the voice that fits your project. Now in the next line, just say text underscore en equals to kind words plant seeds of joy everywhere. Now this is the text you want your speech to text AI to speak. This is just your input text, a simple English sentence. You can replace this with anything you want, a script, paragraph, quote, or whatever you want is spoken aloud. Next line, you just type wave underscore en, comma duration en equals to TTS underscore en dot synthesize, and you pass two parameters, text en and voice style equals to style. This is where the magic happens. This command is going to synthesize methods, takes your text and your chosen voice style, and is going to generate the audio waveform. It returns two things, the raw audio data as a NumPy array and the duration of the generated audio in seconds. In next line, you can save it, this audio. So you just type TTS underscore en dot save audio, wave en, and you give an output wave dot file name or whatever file name you prefer. So this statement is going to save the generated audio to a wave file. That's it. 5 key lines of code and you have got natural sounding speech from text. So what you can do with this? First of all, there are several use cases where you can apply this. For narration, generate voiceovers for videos without hiring a voice actor. You can use it in audiobooks. You can turn written content into listenable content. Accessibility, so you can make your apps speak to the user who need audio interfaces. You can also use this in prototyping, like test how something sounds before recording the real thing. And you can content at scale. So for example, you needed 100 variation of a simple script. You can always generate them all using your program. So now that's it. In the next part, will take this further and we are going to make it multilingual speech and voice cloning. Before we move on, here are some quick pro tips. Tip number 1, experiment with all the voices, M1 through M5, F1 through F5. Each has a different vibe. Some are warmer and some are more authoritative. Tip 2, break long text into paragraphs so that your speech to AI can process them separately. And then you can concatenate the audio. This gives you more control over pacing and lets you handle errors in smaller chunks. Tip number 3, you can always add punctuation for natural pacing. A well-placed comma or a period makes a huge difference in how natural the output sounds. Tip number 4, the first run downloads the model, so be patient and after that it's going to be super fast. Tip number 5, always check your GPU memory. TTS models are not huge, but if you are also running Whisper or other models in the same session, you might need to manage your RAM. Alright, so let's jump on to the quick bonus section. Now in part 3a, we use Supertonic for English text to speech. Clean, simple, works great. But what if you want to generate a speech in Hindi, Spanish, French, or maybe Japanese? So here's the really cool part. What if you want the AI to speak in your own voice? So without training a custom model. So that's what we are going to cover in this part now. XTTS version, it helps you create multilingual TTS with zero shot voice cloning. So what is XTTS v2? Actually, it's a model from concrete TTS. It's different from Supertonic in two different big ways. First of all, it's multilingual. We are talking Hindi, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Polish, Turkish, Russian, Dutch, Czech, Arabic, Chinese, or 17 different languages. Second, zero shot voice cloning. So what it means is you give it a short audio sample of any voice. It could be your voice, your friend's voice, or anyone. And it's going to generate new speech that sounds like the person. No training required. No hours of data collection, just a 6 to 30 second clean recording, and that's powerful. Just make sure that you make an ethical and creative use of this technology. Do not use this to generate any inappropriate content. Alright, so let's get started. First, I'm going to do the installation. This setup is a bit more involved than Supertonic because we need to handle some PyTorch security settings. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it. First, you need to install the TTS library along with the sound file like we did before and the torch. So here you install pip install TTS sound file torch. Here is going to get a little more technical. PyTorch 2.6 and newer has a stricter security for loading model weights. So we need to whitelist some classes so that XTTS model can load appropriately. Now, here's the complete code. Import torch from tts.api, import TTS, and then you import a couple of other packages like share config, config.tts, and models from TTS. So line 1, as you can see, it imports the torches. We import PyTorch, the deep learning framework that powers the model behind the scene. Line number 2, from tts.api, it imports TTS. This statement imports the main TTS class from the TTS library. This is a high-level interface. We'll use it to load and run the model. And line 3 to 5, this imports the specific configuration and the model classes that PyTorch needs to know about. Base dataset config, XTTS config, XTTS arguments, and XTTS audio config. These are the internal classes the model uses when loading its weights. Finally, from lines 7 through 9, torch.serialization.add safe globals. This is the key line. Now, starting with PyTorch 2.6, you have to explicitly whitelist classes that are allowed to be deserialized when loading model weights. This is a security feature to prevent any malicious code execution. We are going to pass it in 4 classes the XTTS model needs. This looks complicated, but you do it only once. Copy paste it and move on. You will not need it ever again. Now next, we are going to set up our compute device and load the model. So if device equals to CUDA, that what it means that if torch.CUDA is available, then you use the CUDA, your GPU functionality, your GPU power. Otherwise, just fall back to CPU. Now, line 4 through line 7, we create the TTS instance and tell it to load the XTTS version 2 model. The model identifier is TTS models /multilingual /multi-datasets XTTS_v2. Now here we enable the progress bar so that you can see the download progress. And the .to statement, the .to method, .to_device, at the end, it moves the entire model to your GPU. First, we are going to run that and download the model. It's going to be a few gigabytes. So grab a coffee and, and after that, you will never need to do that again because it's going to be loaded from your cache. One pro tip here, if you are tight on VRAM, that if your machine doesn't have a lot of VRAM available, you can always clear the cache before loading. So always say torch.cuda.empty cache. Now here is the secret sauce. You can always pass the reference voice. Here is what actually the magic happens, the reference voice. This is the short audio clip of the voice you want to clone. So for example, as you can see, I'm showing the content of a samples directory. I have recorded myself talking in Hindi, of course. So I created a sample Hindi file, sample Hindi emit.wav file. Now this could be you, it could be anyone. The model listens to this sample. End of the story. It could be you or anyone, it doesn't even care. It learns the voice characteristics, the pitch, the tone, the rhythm, and then is going to apply it to whatever text you give. No training is required, no fine tuning is required. Just point it to an audio file and you're good to go. Ideally, the requirements for a good reference audio is duration has to be 6 to 30 seconds long, minimum. Okay. Audio quality, please make sure that you record clean audio, no background noise. Speech style, you make sure that your speech is clear, use normal pace. And speaker count, please, if you want a good output, always make sure that you use only single speaker. No multiple speakers are allowed in the reference wave. You can use it, but it's going to get more confusing in the output. All right, so now let's generate some Hindi speech using our cloned voice. So as you can see, text_hi. Here I'm just passing some Hindi text. This is what I want my speech.ai to speak. Next thing is, as you can see, if you have a multi-line, that means you have a many Hindi lines or English lines, you can always use a multi-line string. Now, that's it. Then we call that TTS.TTS with 3 key parameters. Text, what you want it to say, speaker_wave, whose voice to use, which is our reference audio file in our case, and language is set to HI for Hindi. You can use EN for English or whatever language you want it to speak. The model takes your Hindi text, applies your reference voice, and generates the audio. And finally, you just save the output. So here you say import sound file as SF, and you give the output path and sf.write, and you give this the path. So we are using sound file to write the audio, and here you see the value 24,000. This is a sample rate. What it means is 24,000 here it means is 24 kilohertz. This is the standard sample rate for XTTS output. And just like that, we have the Hindi speech in a cloned voice. Now, what if you want to switch languages? So want to switch to English or any other language? It is the exact same pattern. Just change the text, the reference audio, and the language code. So here, if you want to speak the English, just say wave_en and make sure your text has the English text. Speaker or wave has the English speaking reference voice, and the language equals to en. Same voice, many language, and one reference recording can generate speech in almost 17 different languages. Pretty incredible. Here are finally some pro tips you can use for your XTTS v2. Tip number 1, always clear VRAM before loading, because XTTS is bigger than Supertonic. So free up the GPU memory first. You can always say torch.cuda.empty cache. Tip number 2, for faster inference, you can use half precision. By default, this uses FP16, that is floating point 16, which is about, and if you're using FP8, or if you're using FP32 and then you switch back to FP16, which is about 50% less VRAM. But you can always, you have to experiment. You test your output quality. Always, if you're using, you can always go back to FP8, but please make sure that you're producing the appropriate output quality. Some voices sound slightly different in half precision, okay? All right, so tip number 3, keep your reference audio clean. Background noise confuses the voice cloning and degrades the output quality. Tip number 4. Longer isn't always better for reference. So 10 to 15 seconds of clear speech often works better than 30 seconds with pauses and silences. Tip number 5. Same voice, many languages. So one reference recording can generate all 17 languages. And finally, tip number 6, punctuation affects the output. So always use proper punctuation, which is actually equals the natural pause. Use commas, period, and question marks. These all influence how the speech flows. Now, I think that's pretty much wrap up this whole part, whatever I wanted to cover in this video today. We went from natural sounding English audio with Supertonic in just 5 lines of code. Then we leveled up to XTTS version 2, which can speak almost 17 different languages, zero-shot voice cloning, and all running locally on your GPU machine. So we also went from English only to multilingual and added the ability to clone any voice without training. If it is helpful, if you find this video very, very helpful, please smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.